Ryan Routh has been found guilty of the 2024 attempted assassination of President Trump in Florida. Routh represented himself in trial over botched attempt on Trump's life at the West Palm Beach golf course. Tyrone Bowman live. This article was written for The Guardian by Edward Helmore. So let's talk about this right now. The man accused of trying to assassinate Donald Trump on his West Palm Beach golf course 2 months before Trump clinched the second presidency in the 2024 White House election has been found guilty by a jury in Fort Pierce, Florida. Now, Ryan Routh, who now faces up to life in prison, at a later sentencing hearing, reportedly tried to use a pen to stab himself in the neck. As the guilty verdict was read in court, officers quickly swarmed him and dragged him out of the courthouse. First of all, this idiot represented himself. And number two, did they really need a trial for this idiot? No decent defense attorney in America was going to represent him and touch this case. He was stupid. He's a moron, a real jackass. Did he really think that he was going to get away with it? Did he really? Then he tried to stab himself in the neck. Listen up, you coward. Face the consequences of your actions. He doesn't even deserve life in prison. Man up. Stop being a punk and face the consequences of what you attempted to do. There's no sympathy for him. You get no recourse. You're really stupid. And I hope you see this program at some point in time when they finally get you in a lockup and take you through whatever they're going to take you through. Jurors in Routh's trial returned a verdict of guilty on all charges after deliberating for less than 3 hours. Dude, you were found guilty even before the trial started, you idiot. You were never going to be found innocent. Never. You were never going to be found innocent to begin with. The government charged Routh, who's 59, with 5 criminal counts, including attempted assassination of a major presidential candidate, possession of a firearm in furtherance of a crime of violence, and assaulting a Secret Service agent after an incident on the 15th of September last year when he was spotted with a rifle hiding in bushes at President Trump's golfing party as his golfing party approached. Prosecutors said Routh, 59, had purchased a military-grade weapon, researched Trump's movements, and utilized a dozen burner phones as part of a plot to attempt to kill Trump that was motivated by political grievances. Quote, today's guilty verdict against would-be Trump assassin Ryan Routh illustrates the Department of Justice's commitment to punishing those who engage in political violence, quote, close quote, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi said in a statement on X. This attempted assassination was not only an attack on our now president, but an affront to our very nation itself, Bondi added, before thanking prosecutors and law enforcement for, quote, protecting Trump and securing this important verdict, end quote. In a post on Truth Social, Trump thanked the Attorney General, Deputy Todd Blanche, and the Justice Department team for Routh's conviction, calling it meticulously handled. He also thanked the judge and jury for their time, professionalism, and patience, adding, this was an evil man with evil intention, and they caught him. I would also like to thank the Secret Service, Department of Florida law enforcement, and the wonderful people who spotted him running from the site of the crime and acted by following him and getting all information on car type and license plate to the sheriff's office in Caps immediately, which led to his arrest and conviction. What incredible instinct and foresight. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, Routh's attempt on Trump's life on 15 September 2024 came 9 weeks after then presidential candidate narrowly survived the previous attempted assassination at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. In the earlier case, 20-year-old Thomas Crooks fired 8 shots at Trump with 1 bullet grazing his ear before being killed by Secret Service counter snipers. At trial, Routh represented himself despite having no legal expertise in court violence. He suggested his case should be settled by a golf match. This idiot was attempting to appear to be insane, but it didn't work, backfired. He wasn't going to be found innocent anyway. He was always going to be found guilty. So, it goes on to say if Trump won, the president could execute Routh. The filing suggested if Routh won, he said he would become president. Okay, whatever, Routh. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what's in the article. Routh also requested a putting green for match practice and asked for female strippers to be present. His self-representation intermittently threatened to derail proceedings. The presiding judge, Eileen Cannon, who dismissed an unrelated case against Trump involving federal classified documents, asked Routh to keep his comments relevant after he remarked. Okay, I guess that's enough of that article. Never surrender, never quit.